Taoist Magic Talk Show brought to you by Taoist Master G 师傅 and 天日 Dragon Taoism ผู้亮天尊. Hi everyone, welcome back. So I have been away for a while and really kind of disappeared from YouTube and the podcast and everything because I was so busy a while ago. So yes, I was very, very busy teaching my disciples and working basically just teaching, teaching and creating tons of content. So I'm now back here starting a new episode, new series, talk show to start with, and then I should be making more YouTube videos and talk show again because I'm trying to reschedule my life, like program myself so that I can commit to the YouTube again. So anyway, what is today's episode about? Well, it's a new start, so I would bring stuff that I have been hearing and been asked all the time, and I'll just bring it back up here so everyone can kind of get the answers from me as well as having a nice talk show. So yeah, what is the most commonly asked question and the most commonly faced issue that people have and such like that? So number one is a lot of people seem to not understand what is magic, and then it becomes like a very mysterious or like when you tell people I do magic, it just sounds like you're crazy. It just sounds like you're not supposed to be here. Okay, come on, be real, right? Okay, so when you refer to magic, especially if people don't know these kind of thing and they are like kind of just a normal person, average Joe. Okay, so that kind of person, you tell them you do magic, it sounds like you're crazy. And this is a problem because the word magic has a bad reputation in the English side. I don't know why. Maybe most of you are like relating to magic as in games and like Harry Potter movies, things like that, but it's never real. It feels like it's never real, right? Okay, but then the word magic has a different definition in the not only the Chinese, I mean the whole non-Western culture. I mean, yeah, look, the Asian side, okay? They all have magic in their culture. I don't know why when it comes to like Canada, USA, maybe even UK, the word magic seems to be like you're crazy. But okay, let me explain what is magic first and you'll understand better because you right now, even you're not a Taoist, not a whatever magic guy, the sorcerer. you're still doing magic. When you're born, you already know how to do some magic. Okay, now sum it up in short. The short answer: magic is to use this special power of creation that we are all born with. Okay, look, there is this power inside you that you're born with. Everyone will have this power. If you look into yourself, there is this power which you can use right now, but then you don't know how to use it, or are you actually using it, or what is causing you like this hiccup from actually deploying this power accordingly to make it work. However, the less you know, the less polluted is not the word, maybe influenced, okay? The less influenced you are by your surrounding and the world around you, the better you are at magic. It's kind of funny. Yeah, but that's the truth. So it is, maybe you have heard this, okay? The Asian side, this is very common and famous saying, the babies or children's, like very young children, toddlers, they are very sensitive to the spiritual energy or even like spiritual beings. And also, maybe you never heard this, they are also good at doing magic. So imagine you are a father or mother and you're bad to your kid don't like you. They could be doing magic to screw you up and you don't even realize what's going on. Okay, that sounds crazy, huh? As you grow up, you go to school, you learn, you start playing, and then you get involved with the society and, the tech and everything. And then, well, your magic power is gone. Not really gone. It's just that it's kind of like locked up, like something just suppressed it. What's going on? What is going on? Well, thanks to the Western side, how they teach in school, like they say, always question everything. Do not believe this or that. You need to prove. You need to prove. I think my mic is picking up the P, the prove. Okay, I gotta like kind of move my mouth when I say it. Prove. Okay, you gotta prove something to be real. Okay, like science, when you do experiment in the lab. Okay, so what's the deal? Why this is going to ruin your magic power? Because, well, this is the mindset. Okay, a mindset. Once you understand this mindset, you will be able to control the magic power inside yourself. Now, what can magic do? Before I actually get into like how you use it, like what can you do? I mean, you can do magic? Oh, cool. Baby, huh? Can you make fireball? Not like that, okay? Not that kind of magic, okay? The magic power that you are born with is stored inside your heart. Okay, this heart is not the organ; it's the energy heart. You can also say that is like the core, the center of your energy body. Okay, it's stored inside there. Now you might not be able to see it yet. You should not be, but I can. Okay, you can also cultivate Taoist magic to a certain level to be able to see those things. But anyway, that's the cool stuff. You're not getting it today. So, okay. Go back to the topic, okay? So we're going to talk about what can this magic power do. This magic power is very annoying sometimes. If you don't know it is there affecting you, it could be quite a problem. Because it basically just override anyone's thinking process, logic, that kind of thing. Like you cannot use your brain to process. It just make you change the feeling of things, and then you will act based on the feelings. Acting based on feeling. Doesn't that sound right? Does it sound right to you? Do you act based on feeling? Well, let's say you're buying a car. So why do you buy a car? Well, some people are like very technical, right? I want to buy a car because the motor is like that, the engine, whatever, like they have specs, right? So you have to use your brain to compare, and then there's a chart and so on, right? Okay, that you're not using your feeling. But some people buy things because of a feeling. The new iPhone come out. I'm buying it. Why? I don't know. Like, did you read up about it? No, I just feel like I want to. Come on. Well, who needs a reason? I don't need reason. Okay. Like love. You saw this hot girl. Suddenly you're like, oh, I want this girlfriend. I want to be her boyfriend. Instantly you're like fall in love. There's no reason, right? Love have no reason. Well, there's a lot of things that you might be choosing without reasoning as well. For example, maybe you're a student, okay? So you're kind of like picking your courses and things like that. And then, well, what do you want to take? Oh, no. And then you go tick, 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 tick. Right? I don't know. What do you pick? I don't know. I picked this. Okay. Yeah. Like that. And then you just picked it, right? You just like randomly feel like doing that, and then you randomly just tick, 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 and then there you go, okay? Yeah, so you act without thinking, right? That's based on feeling. you buy a house. Oh, do you like this house? Yeah, cool. It looks very nice. It looks good, feels good. I'll buy it. Uh, yeah. So that's why sometimes you need someone professional to come and be your brainer, because the brainer can help you to compare the specs and, check this and that and make sure your house is okay. So your feeling is okay. The brainer says it's okay, then it is okay. Okay. So that's like a good way of doing things, because you can have a good feeling and also a good brainer, right? So make sure everything is right. Sometimes, or a lot of time, we don't do that. A lot of time we just act based on feeling. And this magic power, going back to the point, I'm not lost, okay? I'm just trying to bring you there. The magic power can change your feeling. Let me tell you how scary it is, okay? One typical situation. Actually, this situation is from a client of mine, and it just happened last month. Yeah, last month. It happened like the whole week. It was freaky. So, okay, this is not the baby that was doing the magic. This is like real people, like real professional doing magic on this couple, okay? So the couple has this issue. Every day around noontime, 12 to about 6 p.m., within that range, okay, they will for sure spark up some argument out of the blue. Maybe you have tried that. Maybe you have that experience at home. Okay, that is magic power. It doesn't take any reason. You just like, somehow you guys were like, these two people, they were eating their lunch, and then suddenly someone spark up a point, and then it just boom and burns everywhere, and then they become like, wow, like they cannot stop the fight. It's crazy. And you know what? Before that month, they don't fight. Like every day is peaceful for months and months. Never fight like that. So apparently this is not normal, right? It's not like they are usually fighting and then just keep going like that. This is like out of the blue, and it just go crazy. It's like out of control, and then up to the point like both of them is like, I don't want to talk to you like that. Okay, it's crazy. And then what's so freaky is I was there to resolve the issue, right? So we did magic, and we busted that magic that was coming their way, and then the problem is gone. It like for consecutive few days, and then boom, and then no more. Like suddenly it's like someone just pressed the button and it's off. Scary, huh? That is magic. And eventually, if you don't fix it, eventually it will lead to a very bad ending. Because somehow you might right? The feeling. You might feel like, you don't love me anymore. And then, because of that, and then you kind of feel like, oh, well, I was good with you before, and then now you changed. Suddenly, like this month, you must have something. And then maybe like link it up with your social media or whoever you're talking to, and then something brew up in the mind, and then some kind of story just kind of brewed up itself in the mind, and then it makes you lose trust and faith with your partner, and then boom, there goes the divorce or breakup or whatever, right? That can happen. That is how divorce and things happen all the time. If you are a grown-up adult, okay, married or with a partner, you really need to be aware, because a lot of the time people are breaking up or like going through a divorce because of these things. It is not really about you and her or him. It is really something outside that is attacking you guys, and you don't realize it, you cannot see it, you cannot deal with it, and you just got affected by it. So magic, it's very freaky, scary, and it is like something that overpowers your ordinary logic. You cannot think properly. You cannot think. So how do you like stop this thing when it happened to you? Well, I always tell people this. When you realize something's like that, like something abnormal going on, you should let go of yourself and go to like an immediate stop. And then you come to me for help. Immediately, like let go of yourself and say, I need help. And then you just listen to what I say, do what I say, and then it will be fixed. I do this, like I have been doing this for many, many years, and it always works, okay? If you trust me, you follow me, like follow what I say, it will work. Just like going to the doctor, right? Doctor tell you to eat this and that medicine, you follow and it will work, right? The doctors know what he's doing. So it's just like that. Now, here's the issue. Some people, like some of my clients, they're very annoying. Like not only one client, but many clients are like that. I'm sure if you're a doctor, you would know what I mean, okay? People come to you for help and then you prescribe them medicine, right? And then they kind of like not really fully trust you. And then they start researching online. And then they start to like search for this and that. And then they kind of analyze it themselves and then think, okay, maybe this is not the best way. I will like eat the medicine like this. And then they kind of maybe change the amount of medicine they have to take, or maybe like just switch out one or two ingredient. I don't know. Okay, some people are even more insane. They go like find another doctor and then ask that doctor, and then that doctor gave them something different because they start to like hide partial truth, right? Like they only tell partial truth and they hide the other part and not tell the new doctor. And then the new doctor say, well, that's a new problem. Okay, that's different. So I will give you some different medicine. And then, okay, so this person start to like follow 50% from this doctor and then 50% from that doctor. And eventually it's a big mess and problems don't get resolved and you just get worse. And you don't know why, because you screwed yourself up. Okay, so basically the same thing happening with like magic and these kind of things all the time. When I help people come over to me and don't cooperate, it's the same thing, okay? It's very frustrating looking at them. But anyway, there's also a lot of successful cases as well. And it always like makes me very happy when I see them get resolved. So how do you use this magic power? Like we just said, a baby can have magic power. So can the baby be so powerful to the point that, you know, make the mom and dad divorce? It depends. Some babies can, if they like really, really want to make that happen. It can happen. Yeah, it's that scary. And the father and mother don't realize it because they never expect such a big power from a small baby, right? What can the baby do? The baby is sitting inside his seat, eating, sleeping, peeing, pooping. What can he do? You know, he can't do anything. He just said, no. Don't underestimate your baby, okay? Make your baby happy. That's the key. Making your baby happy, ensure that the magic power coming your way is going to be positive for you, helpful, good for you. Okay? That's the point. Make the baby happy. Everyone knows how to do that. Not hard, right? Okay. So, this magic power inside the baby's energy heart, the center of the energy body, this power inside, you can call this the creation force or the life force or whatever you want to call it. In our definition as the magic power is the heart power. That is the magic power in nature. It is used for creating things. Not like creating as in, ding, there's an apple. not that, not that kind of creating. Okay, my words, like I need to explain it so that you know it's not directly like creating, like boom, and then I create, and then something came out. It's not like that. Okay, this kind of creation is like I put in this energy, okay, to my father and mother, and then it creates a future for them, and they will act like so and so, and then that thing will actually happen at the very end. That is what I mean by creation. So, you can be, let's say, your baby could be helping you with his magic power, and because of that creation power ran into you, that magic power went into you. You could have created a whole new business or a whole new idea or a whole new future. It can happen because of a spark moment and feeling. You could be like, oh, I decided to open a shop, and then suddenly your whole career changed. That is a big impact, right? And it's all because of that one moment of feeling. Why do you decided to do this? I just felt like so. And then you did that, right? There's like a lot of people who do, let's say, maybe become a YouTube creator, or maybe, podcast streamer, something like that, or streaming their whatever game, other things like that, right? Why did they decided to do that? Most of them is just a feeling. Like, I feel like doing this job, right? I feel like trying. Well, how do you know you're going to like really get something out of it? How do you know? There's no one can tell you, because even like investing in stock, you ask that advisor, what stock should I buy, and so on and so on. There's some fact, there's some statistic, but no one can guarantee the actual result. The actual result can change, right? So anything like business and things like that, the ending can change. No one can actually say that's for sure what's going to happen when you do this. No. Okay? But you will always act because of that feeling. Your baby can give you that feeling. You can become like boom, and then very rich because of the baby helping you to get on a better path or a good path for your career. That can happen. So how did that actually happen? The baby. How did the baby know how to use that power on things and help the parents? Here is the key point. How to use that power. So this heart power is inside the energy body, okay, of the baby. And very simple. To use that heart is like using the battery in your phone or in any electronics. You need to use the body, and then whatever the body touches, that power will go into those things. And there is a difference between negative, positive, and neutral power going into things. So it can be like this power going into something and then be positive for it, so it will help it to get better. It can be a negative one, so it's kind of like a curse. It goes into you and then make you bad luck and everything fail and so on. Things can happen wrongly, okay? So it depends. But then here is the thing. The baby interacts and touch things or people, right? For example, you shake the baby's hand or you touch the baby and so on. Whenever the baby proactively, like the baby need to move first and want to make contact with you. And at that time, the baby is happy or very unhappy. The heart power will go through his body or her body to you or other things. And that will also carry the intention as well. So That means the heart energy is like a battery juice, is like the juice inside the baby. It goes through the body and then flows to other things that the baby touches. And then once the energy goes onto the subject, it will start to cause the effect and make changes and make things happen. So even objects, this can also be a very critical way, a very important thing to keep in mind. The object, like the baby touching a pen, okay? Let's say the baby touched a pen. Baby touched the pen and then put the pen down. The energy went on the pen. And then the father picked up the pen and say, oh, let me draw something on the paper to show the baby. Once you pick up the pen, the energy also make contact with the father and then blend with the father's energy. And there you go. There goes some influence right away. Every day there are a lot of contact and energy interactions like that. You cannot really count which one is causing the problem. But you can say that every little contact make a little bit of influence to you or to whoever touching that thing, right? So every little thing adds up. And then eventually there goes a new future, a new outcome because of all these influence. So the baby can actually be doing a lot of things all day long. And if you're the one taking care of the baby, for example, the mother usually, then you will get a lot of influence from the baby's energy. Because you're touching him, you're playing with him, you so on, right? When the baby is happy, the energy that he releases is positive. When the baby is not happy about it, the energy that comes out is negative. It's harmful for the people around. Very simple, right? Okay, so why, when you're grown up, you don't have that kind of power anymore? One thing that you should look at is how baby trust and have faith in things. Because the baby don't know. And the baby, somehow, when they're born, they all believe blindly that their parents should know everything, right? Every baby is like that. Like, you don't know where you go, so you just hold on to the hand of your parents and you know they will bring you home. So even the parent don't know, the baby will still believe that my parents know everything. I just need to ask them question. And the baby will never be in doubt, will never be skeptic, never question their parents. It's a natural thing, right? Because of this, that is what we call faith. Believing blindly without questioning. Because of that mindset, their heart is more focused and their heart energy is more pure. And also, when they want something to happen, or like when their magic power is coming out, it will always be delivered to wherever they want to because of that. When you are faithful, not questioning, your heart energy can flow without any obstruction. But once you start to question or be skeptic or kind of not really confident, then your heart power cannot flow out. It will be like a pipe with some obstacle inside, or maybe like tangled up or something like that, and the water just cannot flow through. So it is very important to understand this fact, because now you understand it, you can also open up that ability of the magic power thing like the baby. It's not because some organs or whatever closed up. It's not. It's because when you're grown up, you are too educated by the world around you. And then it teaches you to question things. It teaches you to lose faith in things because do not believe before you actually have evidence or whatever, right? And we're all scared of being scammed and things like that. So someone tell you to like, can I borrow $50? And immediately you kind of back off, right? What if? What if they don't pay me back? What if? Like there's so many what if. So you lose faith in things, then immediately your heart power cannot be deployed into things. Now here at the end of the show, I got to wrap up, okay? At the end of the show, I need to tell you a very practical way to observe yourself and how this can actually change you right away to make your magic power work. What do I mean by work? Well, whenever you want to do things and you want whatever you intend to actually happen. For example, you are writing or studying, writing for a test or something like that, and your intention is, I want to pass the test, I want to pass the test, I want to study well. Well, you want, sure. But if you cannot get this point right, then it's not going to happen. It's always going to be very hard. If you want to make this happen, then you want your heart power to be flowing through your body to the pen, books, whatever you touches. And those things will bounce back the energy to help you and make whatever you want actually happen. So this is a natural way of magic. You don't need like a special spell or ritual, things like that. It's natural, okay? Very natural. Everyone can do it. Okay, so how do you change yourself? Well, let's go to some examples right here, okay? So recently I am teaching a disciple how to play a game. You might wonder, like, why playing a game matters in teaching Taoist magic. Well, we were playing Clash of Clans. If you are kind of old enough, you should know it's kind of old already. Over 10 years, this game. Okay, we were playing Clash of Clans, okay? So any games, same theory applies, so just kind of use that as an example, okay? So this disciple always have issue attacking in the game, always not able to win the attacks. And I was looking at the attacks and I'm like, wonder why you're like this. Okay, so I'm trying to solve the problem, right? Well, after some talking with the disciple, she told me that why she was so slow with the attack and deploying the troops and so on is because first of all, she felt there's a timer for the attack. So the timer made her kind of panic and kind of feel like I need to rush. At the same time, she felt that she need to rush, but she actually act very slow. Kind of funny, huh? And then she felt that like, oh, did I make a mistake? Did I do something wrong? And then she kind of checked back and then do the next step. Oh, no wonder. Whenever you have doubt, not trusting yourself, not confident, well, things just don't work. Your body and your mind cannot coordinate. And that is the same thing as saying the heart energy cannot flow out of your body. Because you have that feeling inside, you have the intention inside, it just cannot come out. Right? Because you're a skeptic. You're not believing yourself. Well, the other thing is, if you are bad, like with your skills, even you believe yourself, you're still not going to win, right? Yes, that's right. Okay, that is right. Okay, you cannot just like blind believe and expect everything to go well immediately. But the thing is to train your heart and cultivate the heart will bring you to success. So failure is part of the thing. You got to go through failure in life. Okay, no problem. Then I told her, you got to attack without thinking. Don't look at the timer. Don't think about, do you do anything wrong? No thinking. You look at the map, you know what you're going to do, then you keep doing it and stop yourself from thinking. You might fail. It's okay. The more you fail, the more you'll learn when you don't think. Don't think about it. While you're doing the attack, don't think about it. After you're done with the attack, you can look at the attacks again, the recording, the replay of the attack, and analyze, learn, and then forget about it. Next time you attack again, you go and attack, purely attacking and without thinking. The more you repeat this cycle, it is your heart that is learning how to attack. And eventually, you'll become very good at it, very fast at it. Now, something that everyone should be able to understand, not relating to this game, is that you can look at how we learn to type. When we first learned how to type on the keyboard, I don't know if you remember your day one of your typing lesson in school. It's freaky. You look at the keyboard and you're like, wow, it has no logic for those keys. Like, it's everywhere. How do I remember how to type, And it feels very overwhelming, very hard, and it feels just like alien stuff, right? So as you keep going and going through it, you don't think, you follow the exercise, and you keep repeating, right? Repeat without thinking. Keep repeating like a robot. As you do more and more, somehow your finger just know how to move, right? That is your heart flowing to your body. And then when you type to the point that you don't have to look, you don't have to think, you just like speak inside, like you're reading the stuff on the screen, and then your hand just know what to do itself, and that go like automatic mode, right? Like the hand just like automatically go typing. That is your heart doing the job, taking over, being the boss inside your body. That is magical. That is magic. That is exactly magic. It is your heart power flowing through your body, controlling the body to type for you, while your inside is like telling your heart what I need to type. So as you read, your eyes look and read the screen, your hands know what to do. That is exactly magic. But if you can apply this to everything, then you'll do better with everything. It's the same thing. You can apply the same technique to a lot of things. Now, while you're typing and learning how to type, you will not have any problem with faith, like trusting yourself, believing yourself, because you're like totally there wanting to achieve this goal. When you're so focused in wanting something to happen, you will not have any question about it, right? You'll be very like all in, going like that. You won't hold back because you want that goal so bad. So same thing with other things. If you really want to achieve the goal, just go for the goal. Stop thinking. Stop yourself from judging yourself. Judging yourself is a big problem. It always kills your fruit. So don't judge yourself. Leave it for the others to judge yourself. And also one thing that a lot of people cannot do is your problem with accepting failure. Like, people don't like being told you're wrong. You're wrong. You failed. You did bad. No one likes to hear that. It's painful for the ears and heart, right? But the thing is, you need those things. The thing is, a lot of modern teaching, they go very sugarcoating and positive, like too positive. You almost like avoid telling children that they did something wrong. You just tell them, you just need to improve. What do you mean by improve? Like, you've messed up. Improve? No, you need to like erase and redo, not improve. You did the stuff wrong. You could go redo it. It's harsh. But you know what? You guys, you are adults, right? You can take these harshness. Take it. The thing is, the pain for your heart, it's good stuff. That is what teaches your heart to improve, to get better or make changes. Then next time you try to use the heart again, it will do the right thing, or, well, a little bit more to the right side. A little bit. a little bit more inclined to what you want, right? So the more you keep doing that, the better your heart gets. And you're kind of like programming your heart so that it will work better and better and better. And eventually you'll be like that pro typist who can like, and then like 200 words per minute, like that. Okay. You will be like that. Anything, it's the same thing for any subject, anything in life. If you can understand how to have trust and faith and determination, you will master a lot of things that you want to do. So everyone have different goals, different things you want to achieve. And if you really want to make use of that magic power inside yourself, just like the baby, well, start doing this today. I will give you this like super, super easy thing to keep in mind. Always remember this, okay? When your heart is working, your brain is dead. When the brain is working, the heart is sleeping. Okay? Remember that. Okay, good. Now, when you start something, you always use the heart. When you are working on something, like when you're done working in the progress, you can use the brain. Brain is to help you process things. Like you're kind of working it out. Okay, so when the heart kind of have trouble, you can use the brain to troubleshoot. So when you're doing something, use the heart first. That means what? Don't think. Okay? When you have trouble, when you run into issues, then use the brain. While you use the brain, do not feel. Do not use the heart. Do not feel. Okay? So that is the key point, the highlight, the most important thing of this lecture. Okay, so the time is up, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Welcome to my new episode again. Thank you for coming and supporting. Remember to stay tuned for my next episode. I'll see how it does, and the views and things like that, and I'll make more. So yeah, go on YouTube, check me out on Tina Dragon's YouTube channel, and also visit my website, teenyutdragon.com, and also welcome if you want to ordain and start learning and so on. Okay, so anyway, that's it for today. We'll see you next time. Bye bye. 福相互谅带天传。